Good afternoon, this is Dwayne Carpenter. I'm the Sports Information Director here at West Virginia Wesleyan. Joining me for this Coach's Corner is Jesse Skiles, head coach of the women's and men's cross country team. Jesse, thanks for being here today.
Appreciate it, Dwayne.
You guys are coming off a big meet where you faced a bunch of Division I teams at Ohio University this past weekend. Your men finished third, your women finished fifth. Could you talk a little bit about that race last week?
It was a downpour. It was really rough conditions down there on the Hocking River. We run on the golf course there right there at the university. And the rains came in, the lightning, and we were running with the lightning horn. So you didn't know when the race was going to end. The horn goes off, you had to finish that lap, and that happened in the women's race. Consequently, they only ran a 3K, but the men got the entire race in, and I feel like we got what we needed out of that event, and we were able to get a couple teams on each side.
Okay. Nate Edwards was your top finisher on the men's side. He finished 10th, and then Jenna Brock finished 21st as the top Lady Bobcat runner. Could you talk a little bit about their performances against quality competition at the D1 level?
Yeah, well, Nate is a native Buckeye, so that was a big deal for him to be running back here with against a bunch of guys that ran against in high school, as was some other Ohio natives like Caleb Withers and Andy Call. But that was Nate steady. I mean, even on his bad days, you get a pretty good performance out of everybody. This was a good day. It was a strong performance against some good competition. We were hoping for some faster times, but the conditions didn't warrant that. Now, Jenna is also very consistent, and she's pretty good at 3K, 5K, 10K. She can go up and down. Runs pretty good 1500 as well. And so we were confident no matter when that horn went off that she was going to be in a good position, and consequently she was, and she's a good little athlete, good leader on the team.
The conditions that you ran in at Ohio University, where would you rank those as being among the worst in your long tenure here at Wesleyan?
We've ran in muddier and rougher conditions. It was a really nice course, and that's why I think it held up. But it was some heavy rains, and if the men would have ran one more lap, they wouldn't have been able to go around because one area was flooded where they ran before. So it, you never know. You may have those conditions in the championship meets, so we all got to run them.
Okay, now your team is off this week. On October 10th, you go back to your old stomping grounds down at Glenville State. How many teams are going to be participating in that? Is that going to be a preview of the WVWC meet, which comes up on October 24th?
Yeah, it's an opportunity for teams to see the course. I believe there's going to be 7 teams there. Seton Hill is going to be the big one, the schools that we're chasing. I don't think AB or Concord or Wheeling are going to be there. But it's an opportunity to check out the terrain, and it's a farm out there I've trained on many times personally back in the day, not in the last couple months. But it's going to be a good opportunity for us to check out the course and the terrain. I think it's going to be hilly and differing challenges for us. So I'm glad we're going to check it out.
I'm sure it's a treat for you to get to go back to your old stomping grounds. I know you don't get a chance to go down there very often, but I'm sure it must be nice for you to head back down to Glenville State on occasion.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, some great memories training in rural Gilmer County, and the fact that they put this course where they did out there on that farm, like Morris. It's going to be special to be back there. But if we don't win, it's not going to be that special.
Right.
So,
winning's all that matters, correct?
Yeah. The kids are trying. They're coming, and I'm proud of the effort. But in the end, you either get it done or you don't. And we're trying to, there's some really, really strong teams in the league, and some mountains to climb. So we got 4 weeks to try to get it right.
Okay. Any other thoughts for this week, or last week's results, or coming up here with Glenville?
I just think that the league, there's parity in such a way that it has never been before. And like I mentioned last week, we got 5 teams that are almost exact. There's 3 major athletes on the women's side that have not been running. AB's Chelsea Haney, and Concourse Tabitha White, and our own Heidi Webb, who's 2 times all-conference. So we, whether we get Heidi back or not, we're preparing for the fact that those other 2 girls are going to be there and be in the front at the conference meet. So we're preparing for that. And the guys, we're pretty distant 4th in the rankings right now within the league. So, when you're running 4 freshmen on each side, you just got to really try to manipulate the training and push the right buttons and pray we'll be ready when it's time.
Okay, well, congratulations on your strong finishes last week. Good luck in 2 weeks at Glenville State, and I appreciate you being here. For the Coach's Corner for cross country, this is Jesse Skiles. I'm Dwayne Carpenter. We'll see you next week.
Thanks, Dwayne.
Thank you.